Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
Namaskar friend. Today with us Dr. Kamyani Mathur. She is working as a professor and head psychology department. She is also director of philosophy, psychology and education department. She has 23 years teaching experience. She is awarded the Gyan Adhyapak Award by Education Minister of Gujarat State. She is presented more than six research papers internationally, and she is attended the more than 39 conference and more than 40 research paper published by her. She is member of American Psychology Association USA. She is presently member of International Association of Applied Psychology France, and 12 PhD student and 26 MPhil student awarded by under his guidance. Friend, I welcome you, Dr. Kamyani Madam. Please deliver her session, Dr. Kamyani Madam.
आप सबको मेरा नमस्कार. I'm Dr. Kamyani Mathur from Gujarat University, professor and head, Department of Psychology. I'm also the director of the School of Psychology, Philosophy and Education. At the very outset, I would like to thank the MHRD for inviting me to give the series of lectures. I'm very happy to be here because it gives me a great chance to be with all the teachers whom perhaps I might get a chance to see sometime. I hope to meet all of you at some time. Let's go ahead with the wonderful and very interesting topic today, and that is personality. I have some slides to show you, so we will be moving accordingly. Look at this image. I thought it was very beautiful, and that's why I wanted to share with you. What is personality? Personality is a bundle of so many things put together. As you will go through the presentation, we will understand. I was just looking at a couple of famous Indian personalities. So I thought I will share with you. Aren't they beautiful? Such great sense of achievement. So let us technically first define personality. So personality is a person's unique behavior and cognitive patterns, or a person's unique consistent pattern of thinking, feeling, and acting. So why is personality unique? Because we're all different from each other. To the extent that even those twins, identical twins, who are born in the same house of the same parents, they are also different from each other. So we are all unique in our behavioral patterns and in our cognitive patterns, which means the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we act. Personality has also been understood a little differently. It is a sum total of all the biological innate dispositions, impulses, tendencies, appetites, instincts of the individual, and the acquired disposition and tendencies acquired by experience. Our personality develops from our experience that we acquire in our life. It is biological in nature. What your grandfather gave your father, your father gave you, and that you will give to your son. So that is biological innate dispositions, and that is how personality is formed. Your impulses, your tendencies, your instincts, all these are a part of your personality. Personality is also called a dynamic organization. Dynamic because we're all flexible in nature. We're all dynamic in our ways of working. We're all working in different ways in our life, in different situations in our life. It is a combination of the psychophysical symptoms. Your mental systems, your psychological systems are combined with your physical systems, that is your physical self. And that is why we all react very differently and in a very unique manner towards the environment. The totality of qualities and traits as of character or behavior that is peculiar to a specific person. So we all have characteristics, traits, qualities that makes our character. And that's how we are different from each other. The personality word originates from the Latin word persona, which means a mask. If we go back to my first slide here, you can see the mask. So we often wonder what kind of a personality I am. So generally understood, it is not possible in a small presentation to talk about all different types of personalities, but there are some common types of personalities which I thought would be interesting to you and that we could talk about over here. So introverts, extroverts, type A, B, C, D, E. Generally, I'm sure everybody knows who an introvert is. Some of us are also introverts. And often you wonder why I am like this. So who are introverts? These are people who are interested in their own thoughts and feelings. They need to be in their own territory. Territory means in their own world, in their own self. They often appear to be reserved, quiet, thoughtful, and they do not like to mingle with too many people. They do not have too many friends. Just the opposite of an extrovert. They have few friends, but good friends. They have difficulty in making new contacts. They are unable to mingle like an extrovert can. And whenever they do a task, they like to concentrate and be quiet. And they are best when they are working by themselves, alone. At no point of time, supposing you are an introvert, at no point of time you should feel that it is wrong to be an introvert. It is a type of personality. As I just told you, that we are all unique in our personality patterns. We are all different. So some are introverts. Extroverts. These are interested in what is happening around in their surroundings, around them. They're very open, they're very talkative. The best part about extroverts is that they are able to talk to anybody, anytime, about anything. They don't have the fear, nor do they feel ashamed, or they feel that how can I talk to this man? Or how can I talk to this lady? How can I talk to this person? So they're very open and very talkative. They talk with freedom. They like action. They initiate the conversation. Supposing you're two people traveling in a bus, an extrovert can never keep quiet. He just talk, and he will initiate the conversation. At the end of 1 hour journey, it is quite likely that you both become very good friends because he's been chatting up with you. They easily make new friends. They adapt to new groups, new situations, new set of people. So you often find extroverts having so many groups of friends. Some who were studying with him in the school, he's still in touch, he or she is still in touch. Maybe some in the college, maybe some from the tuition class, maybe some from the neighborhood, maybe if he has gone abroad and studied, maybe friends there. And they say what they think. They easily break unwanted relationships. They compare their opinions with others. Extroverts can be a lot of fun. If you're partying, if you are together in a group, extroverts really, chat up a lot and make the whole event very, very exciting. Type A personality. These are people who are ambitious, who are aggressive, who are very prompt, very businesslike. They are controlling in their behavior. They will always be the boss. You cannot say you are not the boss. They are the leaders. They will lead you. They are highly competitive in nature. They are also impatient. They hate delays and ambivalence. They are preoccupied with their status. They're very time conscious. They move like the clock. So if your boss has said, and he's type A, and he said that there is a meeting at 9 o'clock, he will be there much before that, and he expects the meeting to start at 9 a.m. They're tightly wound, meaning that their nerves are tight because of the stress and tension that they feel. They're very meticulous in their behavior. They're high achievers. They're workaholics. Imagine if you have a boss like this. So he's a workaholic and makes you work too. So he will, if you say, sir, it's 6 o'clock in the evening and it's time for me to go home, he'll say, I'm working. So you also stay back and finish up today's work. Tomorrow there'll be double work. So you finish up today's work and then only you go. They push themselves with deadlines. Now, such people who are type A are very nice to work with, and especially when you have time-bound work, when you have to work under pressure, they're able to work continuously for a very long time, and they are meticulous. They're not going to take a single mistake, which means the kind of work that you have to present maybe in front of the higher authorities, they will be able to present very well. But if you look at from the health psychology viewpoint, they are the ones who have more chances for coronary heart diseases. Who are type B? I'm sure you're curious to know. They're generally a very patient set of people. They're relaxed. They're easygoing. Chalta hai, karenge. What's the hurry? Why are you in so much of a rush? At times, they lack the sense of urgency. They are apathetic. So if you compare type A and B, you find that type A is like kind of always riding on the horse. But type B lacks that kind of urgency. So this is what type B is all about. Who's type C? Type C of personality, they appear to be quiet set of people. We are introspective by nature. We're actually frustrated and swallow anger. They're increased risk of cancer. They're non-emotional. They're non-assertive. They appease others to the point of self-effacement and self-sacrifice. So this is type C. One thing that you must have noticed in this slide, and as I'm talking, that such people have an increased risk for cancer. Type D, distressed. This kind of personality, this is psychologically very important for us when we are identifying the different kinds of personality. Because when the patient comes to you, you need to know what is their personality type. And accordingly, we'll be able to work with them. If, for example, we have to go for psychotherapy with them, we need to know what kind of a personality pattern they are. If any kind of counseling session has to be done, then we need to know what kind of personality pattern they are. So type D, they worry, they're irritable, they're gloomy, they have social inhibitions. Just in contrast, if you notice that the extroverts have no social inhibitions. They can talk to anybody, anytime. Type D, they experience increased negative emotions across time and situations. They do not share these emotions with other people due to fear of rejection or disapproval. Do you remember in the class, many a times when we were children, or even in the college, many a times you must have felt like asking a question to the teacher, but always maybe a thought stopped you that maybe this question is not okay. What if everybody starts laughing? What if teacher rejects you and says that, what kind of a question is this? So sometimes we do not ask these questions. In type D personality, there is an increased risk of mortality and sudden cardiac death. I know of an incident which I would like to share with you. A young boy of 27 years old, growing very fast in his company and working very, very hard, almost 12, 13 hours a day. And he died of cardiac arrest, and he was labeled type D personality. Type E personality. The term for professional women who fit neither the type A or B is type E. They have a marked sense of security. They strive to convince themselves that they are worthwhile. They tend to suffer psychological strain.